All right, so let's start the second part. Now we are going to talk about the profit and loss account. All right. Now this is the format of the profit and loss account for the year ending on 31st March. It basically consists of four parts. First is income. What does income include? Income includes interest earned and other income. Now, as we can again see that each and every part has a specific schedule that will tell you how to calculate that particular amount. For example, for interest earned, we have schedule 13. So now if you go to the schedule 13, what do we have here? We have this box that tells you this one. What does it say? What is all included in interest earned? Any interest or discount on advances, any advance that is given by the bank, okay? Any bills. Now, if there is a bill that the bank has to receive money for, this does not mean that it is a bill that bank has to pay. It is a bill that a customer has to pay to the bank. All right. Any interest on bills, any discount on bills, any advances. Then income on investments, whatever investments the bank has made in the form of securities, in the form of gold, or any other form of prescribed investment that a bank can make, because a bank cannot invest in any kind of financial security. There is a list of specific securities in which the bank can invest. So any income on those investments. Third part is interest on balances with Reserve Bank of India and other interbank funds. Now earlier we talked about that bank has to provide a certain amount of balance to the RBI. Okay. So on these balances, now see, as you are a customer for the bank, bank is a customer for the RBI. Okay. You borrow from a bank, banks borrow from RBI. This is how the cycle goes. So if you keep a certain amount in your savings account, you receive interest, right? You receive interest twice a year. Similarly, when a bank keeps a certain amount of money in the RBI account, it receives interest. So whatever interest it receives based upon that RBI account, it is considered in the interest earned in the schedule 13. All right. And any other such kind of income. Basically, all forms of income in the form of interest are considered in schedule 13. What do we have next? Next is your first you have interest earned, then you have other incomes. What are other incomes? You can see in schedule 14. Other incomes are commission, exchange and brokerage, profit on sale of investments. If it is a loss on sale, then of course you will, what are you going to do? If it is a loss on sale, you are going to lessen it. All right. If it is a profit on evaluation of investments, if there is a revaluation of any investment, for example, if you have a property and it is revaluated and now the value of the property has gone up, so in that case the amount by which it has gone up is a profit, or if the value of the investment has gone down, it becomes a loss. Losses are always deducted, profits are always added. Profit on sale of land, building, other assets, if it is a loss, again it will be deducted. Profit on exchange transactions, loss on exchange transactions. Exchange transactions can be in the form of, for example, foreign currency. If you are exchanging with a currency that has a lower value than rupees, all right, Indian rupee, if its value, for example, there is dollar. Now dollar has a higher value than Indian rupee, because for $1 we have to give, let's say, 67 Indian rupees. So in that case, it will be the case of loss on exchange. We will lose money, okay, because we will get lesser number of dollars in exchange for a large number of rupees. But if, for example, if the currency is of countries like maybe Nepal, let's say, or Bangladesh, Now their currency has a lower value than Indian rupees. So in this case, there will be a profit. Maybe you will give 2 rupees, okay? And in return, you will get Nepalese currency, let's say you will get 20 rupees. So now you have a profit. All right. Then income earned by way of dividends, miscellaneous income, all these things. Then what do you have? You have, now this was all about the incomes. Once we talk about the income, what is next? There is expenditure. Expenditure first includes interest expended. What is interest expended? जो interest बैंक किसी को दे रहा है. All right, the interest that the bank has to pay. Foremost example is when you have a fixed deposit with a bank, when you have an FD with a bank pays you back interest. So when bank pays you interest, it becomes an expenditure for the bank. All right. When you pay interest to the bank, when you take a loan from the bank and you pay an interest to the bank, that is an income for the bank. अगर आपने लोन लिया और आपने अपने लोन पे 4% इंटरेस्ट पे किया तो वो इंटरेस्ट बैंक के लिए एक इनकम है. पर अगर आपने एक फिक्स डिपॉजिट अकाउंट खोला किसी भी बैंक में और उस फिक्स डिपॉजिट के ऊपर बैंक ने आपको एक परसेंटेज ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दिया तो वो बैंक के लिए इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर. ओके, is the screen clear now? Is it clear now? I hope the screen is clear now. If it is not clear, you can tell me in the chat group. All right. All right. Then next is operating expenses, provisions and contingencies.